You've done it, Stuart. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. My dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
인제로 끌고 오나요?
Eivor! Care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf-kissed.
They are not Brothier. My arrows shatter whatever
Even after draining so much meat?
keep...
뭐야?
Yes, that's it.
아, 술 먹고 하는 거였어?
As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Ah, barely a challenge.
Impressive.
오, 그래도 바로 깨네. 여긴 또 어디고?
Skål, Eivor! Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal.
A metal not unlike...
To Odin,
And the new king of East Anglia.
Not bad, wolf-kissed.
a fool's wage.
A challenge.
I will drink.
Confident and will...
최대로 거느려고 했는데?
I accept.
넌 진다.
Skål! Drink more. Staggering already.
어! 실수했다. 지겠는데?
You're going to start.
한 끗 차인데? 끝.
The ale here. It's strong. But
Aye, stronger than me. You drink as well as Valdis. Now that I...
Speaking of payment, where is my...
Here. Well earned, wolf-kissed.
대체 얼마나 더 즐겨야 되는 거야?
The boar represents fertility.
As does Freyr. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they're aware of the lesson or not.
Hey, but I could show you how to wield my...
와, 갑자기? 해보자
Be
한번.
plain about it, Stiff Spear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
That I do. Will you...
헐,
A good
이걸?
bow sword is a rare thing. Lead the way.
잠깐만, 혹시 바로 어둡게 만듭니다. 너무 대놓고 하는 거 아니에요?
But
휴.
that's worth a verse or two in some skald's song. I'll remember that for all time, Eivor.
나도 기억하도록 하지.
I will too, brother.
The sagas are never this good. This night remains glorious.
왜 좀 위에가 있어?
You get the wool while the Saxon gets his milk. They'll trade with each other. When the time comes, we'll make it into a
Sweet
business
wine
forever.
for a sweet swine. Come! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves on trouble now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll, Hati, chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my son and
you can let them go. Sail to a further ship.
my longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember?
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinning.
Actually, when we make that stew, you can have my bowl.
이걸 안전하게 내려갈 수
Very
있다고?
strong.
You're very large.
와우.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your...
Good. Come, come. Friends, honored guests. We've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future, and to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
이걸로 하자.
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I have ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good king, Oswald!
To Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Scorn! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding. My king.
어? 뭐야? 이걸 사러?
Left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald, king of sheep fuckers, show your eyes.
야, 살려줬더니 이렇게 또 스노볼이 굴러오네? 죽였어야 했어.
I challenge you.
I accept.
He may be wounded, but do not let you...
Let's settle this.
I will bury you, Saxon.
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent? So cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on.
You have won. My life is yours.
Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
이걸 갑자기 이렇게 순순히?
I do not understand this Saxon religion. Oswald is a coin. One side mercy, the other courage. There are few like him, Howard Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. Courage and restraint, like with all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued wrought. Still, Oswald found reason to spare it.
It is a strange thing.
A remarkable thing. From what inner spring does such kindness run? I'd like to know. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose East Anglia. I fight for you, my king.
Rise, old friend. You're embarrassed.
Be well, Finir. Your choice is a bold one. You continue to surprise Oswald of Elmenham.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met, I made an oath. I promised you an alliance.
You did.
You'll have it. So long as I...
Till next time, King.
오케이. 챕터 끝.
Oh, look at you, Dewey. Rowan, Holger, why all this shout?
뭐야? 뭐 문제 있어?
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Ha! Rather disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I
이럴 줄
see.
알았지. 다배가 뭘 할 줄
Nothing to
알았어.
keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision.
로안.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound...
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafus to...
I understand.
들을 필요 없을 것 같은데 홀게르 말?
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain... often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece... I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentle.
자기 합리화 오지고요.
to make a perfect...
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump.
It was early.
Thank you, Holger.
이야기는 충분히
I
들었다.
believe I have heard.
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No hat.
Do not conflate hair with beauty.
Quiet, both of you. Now,
로안의 말이 맞다.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless...
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not... As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market...
But the horse was not for sale.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay
미친.
the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this man return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay
이런.
vibrant painting?
이런.
In some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not.
동맹 보고하러 왔어.
Hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world. East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all...
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be...
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you...
그 다음 다 높지 않나? 160 이러지 않나? 괜찮아 없지 왜 나와?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant. Not until you tell me what...
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, in this settlement, in this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room.
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
뭐지 이거?
Randvi, take a break. Let's make for Grandabridgeshire.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not? Stretch your legs and fill your...
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Follow me.
뭐지? 아 이거 바라인도 좀 여기 딱 있으면 안 되나? 얘네들 그렇고 그런 사이 되는 건가? 어? 왜 갑자기 없어졌어? 설마 차례대로 야 저거를 그냥 데리고 와야 돼?
This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the Longhouse.
We'll need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandabridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
어떻게 저길 걸어서 가? 배가 있는데.
This
Oink.
water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to.
수동으로 가야 된다니. 뭐 말 안 해? 뭐야, 이럴 거면 뭐하러 와? 뭐 옛날 얘기 같은 거나 뭐 그런 거 말을 해야지.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen, and hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here. Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grandebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right, right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
후. 도착. 나와.
And here we are. Welcome to Grandebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here, too.
잘 따라올 수 있지?
Well, it's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
네?
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Wood there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have been kept nearby. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
호호, 해결해줘야지.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would.
Good. Consider the matter handled. The bandits are camped on...
설마 이것도
east of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
아,
Away from your
수나이동에서 못 가요
table for a
어차피.
day, and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us.
We will help Magni and clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor Wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority.
여기야?
There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Brood and look sternly at the horizon.
By all means.
윙? 들켰어? 아, 이 아줌마 진짜. 와. 안 달어. 오. 컷. 와우. 야, 너 일로 와.
You seem cut for a battle, so here we go.
또 어디 있어?
You die now! I'll snap your neck!
어? 와우, 최신 기술.
You can't just scamper away from me. What next do you do? Back, dog! Back!
컷.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse.
도적의 일치. 허호, 이 새끼들. 좀 짭짤하구만. 어이?